Hi collective, my name is Luz. Welcome to Canalización de Armonía. I'm doing an eclipse video today, channeling the energies as they're coming through exactly on the eclipse and new moon. So I hope you can tap into this energy and gain some clarity from it. There's a lot of noise, like I'm seeing like scrambled eggs, like moving around of energies, moving around of emotions, and I want to shuffle right now live to tap into that. We're shuffling around the nature whispers. I want to tap into any higher beings, multidimensional energies, ancestors of higher light and love, archangels, sacred dragon beings of harmony, the elementals, of course, spirit animals that want to bring in messages of clarity for the greatest good of all right now. Okay, first message we got is new experiences and possibilities. Great. New experiences and possibilities. You're about to embark into an adventure and you don't even know yet that you're already in the ship, you're already in the car with spirit, and you have no idea it's about to speed off. You have no idea this horse is about to take off real quickly, and it's gonna take you to the greatest possible reality. Big castle representing abundance, quite literally maybe a new home, a new career, a new job, or an abundance of connections and relationships that are gonna make you thrive, especially in the heart energy, because there's a lot of green in this card, and that's the heart chakra color. Number 18, so 9, completion of a cycle is coming up. Completing of a cycle. Yeah, you're really releasing today. There's a lot of noise, of movement that you actually need for this healing process, and I'm seeing like somebody screaming, whether it's screaming out to the winds or screaming in your pillow. It's needed. The noise is needed because it comes like a release, and this is gonna be really empowering for you. This turbulent form of letting go. There's a turbulent form of letting go. But I actually want to read a little bit from the book, from this card. It says, oh, and I don't know if you guys can hear the wind. The breeze is hard right now. Yeah, a lot of movement. That's a confirmation. New experiences and possibilities. Look around in nature. Notice the new beginnings, new experiences and new choices being shown to you. They will only be evident to you if you take the time to look for these subtle messages. You are on the first steps along a new path. You are being offered a blank page. What are the first words you would like to write on it? Your possibilities are endless. You are in complete control of your life. This is a new beginning on your journey. Live in the present and trust in your own abilities. Plant your seeds and willingly venture into new territory. Not because somebody's pulling you, not because somebody's telling you to, but you willingly have to go and voluntarily take this opportunity, this gift that is being handed to you by universe, because a lot of you still have a lot of work to do with receiving. And during this eclipse and new moon, that's going to be key. You learning how to receive. May this be you massaging your feet at night and starting this around the new moon and releasing a lot of tension. A lot of healing comes with that. And yeah, there's a lot about the topic of letting go. When we massage the body, we actually undo knots, right? So that's some image that is really relevant for somebody here specifically. Kind of shuffle from the Divine Masters Oracle now. Okay. Spirit, Okay, what are the entities and the divine beings, archangels of balance, harmony, and peace that want to come through with a message? Okay, we have the Lemurians. Okay, and we have Lady Nada. So the Lemurians. Clairvoyance activated. Psychic awareness, sensitivity, trust your intuition. Exactly. The ways of the Lemurians were really heart-based, really connected to the land, to nature. So this actually seems like a Lemurian energy exactly to me. And, you know, movies and all of these stories, legends that we see come and stem from the roots of an actual civilization, and that's where our imagination stems from. As far as I can agree to this belief by others as well. And if you have seen the movies of Avatar, the ones that live in Pandora, the blue beings, right? That it's really similar to what Lemuria was like, what they had to go through, and they went through really hard times as well, losing when the empire came down, when they were attacked. But before that, their ways were very high frequency, very community like, and the sacred inner child energy, where they just literally danced, sang to their trees, to their nature. They shared their art and medicine amongst others. It sounds really a topic, but it is for a whole other reading. But they do needed a sense of masculinity, divinely structured energy coming through them, and that happened through war, like it has happened a lot, and like it keeps happening. But in this case, that's coming up, like disruption and the chaotic energy being like an essential key for something, right? When a baby is born, it's not the greatest and softest experience for a mother, right? It brings a lot of pain, or it brings a lot of noise, literally noise. That's what I keep hearing. Okay, letting nada. Openness, liberation, let yourself love and be loved. You literally have to work on receiving right now. But we're gonna read a little bit about the Lemurians, the clairvoyance activities, because the clairvoyance, and it's so funny because I've been wearing a few crystals, a few crystals of my third eye as well. So this tells me that right now we're being called to open up our intuition and connect it with the heart. So third eye and heart energy is connected. What does that mean to you? Write it down, maybe, because this card talked about writing it down. If you had a blank page and a new beginning open to you, what would you want? Writing down your manifestations, yeah. The Lemurians. Lemuria was a civilization in the middle of the Pacific Ocean in ancient times. The inhabitants of this sacred land lived in complete harmony with nature and had connection with every living being. Their inner vision was fully activated to the point where their pineal gland was fully developed. and they could see for hundreds of miles in every direction in a similar way to the sonar of dolphins and whales. This cut represents the highly attuned beings of the Lemurian civilization who knew that their land would come to a cataclysmic end because many of the people were abusing their power and awareness. These beings are dedicated to all those who want to serve the earth and develop spiritually by harnessing the gifts that they have come in with. So perhaps there's some gifts that are going to open you these new doors right now, and there's a lot of release that needs to happen right now, especially in the heart, and you're going to get to see that through your intuition, third eye first. So I really recommend around this eclipse and new moon, around these days, you connect with your spirit guides. You connect with candle work, mirror work, dream work, whatever is the significance to you of intuition work, to really open your heart and expand so you can actually receive these upgrades that are coming right after you really can take in and anchor these downloads, okay? Your psychic gifts and talents are being activated at this time. Trust what you see, hear, feel, and know, for whatever you're picking up is absolutely correct. Your sensitivity is so heightened that you will be able to evaluate people's characters quickly, read between the lines, and see things before they happen. Know that this ability will get stronger and stronger as you use your psychic gifts to know and heal. There's a good chance that in the past your sensitivity was overwhelming because you didn't understand it or how to direct it. But now you are blooming like a beautiful flower, becoming the light that you were born to be. You have prepared yourself for this moment. Lifetimes upon lifetimes of incarnations have led to where you are now. Through embracing your uniqueness, you can help many others embrace theirs. This is not a time to fit in or conform. This is the moment you let the world know who you are. Beautiful. That I have nothing to say or to add to this, what I just read. It's literally you shining your light again, and that opening so many doors for you. Sharing your psychic gifts, sharing whatever healing means to you, and a sense of etheric vibration, whatever means etheric vibration to you. This might literally be everyday hobbies like singing, you know. Anything could be healing, frequency healing, movement healing, literally like limpias, energy, Reiki, all of that. So Lady Nada talks about openness, liberation, and let yourself be loved. This is, I feel like, really about you laying on your sacred feminine right now, opening up your, what seems to be your heart, but as well like your uterus. This reminds me of her uterus, the open rose like shape that is here. And your uterus, sacral chakra, receives a lot of pleasure, sensuality, a lot of childlike play, creativity, imagination, literally creating life. So if you are thinking of having a baby, that might be really resonant to you right now, that you need to do this shadow work first. And not necessarily like all shadow work. It could be really, really enjoyable to do this kind of work. Like I said, with your hobbies are going to take you to really open up before you decide to make a big change, like creating life, or perhaps just creating something, you know, co-creating something. Let me see. Lady Nada. Lady Nada is an embodiment of divine love. She is one of the leaders of the karmic board and a member of the Council of Light. and is dedicated to bringing Christ consciousness to Earth. In the Aura Soma healing system, Lady Nada's bottle is the divine counterpart to the Christ. Her mission is to help the human race embody divine love. Lady Nada is an aspect of Mary Magdalene. Some believe she is Mary's higher self, who helped her tap into the teacher within. Lady Nada has had many incarnations and was one of the high priestesses of Atlantis. Those drawn to her or her mission are likely also to have had incarnations in Atlantis or similar ancient civilizations. When Lady Nada comes to you, your heart is ready to expand. It is opening wide for you to experience and embody divine love. This is a powerful opportunity to heal from past traumas regarding relationships and emotional letdowns. The journey of self-respect that you have been on is leading to a genuine experience of self-love and self-acceptance. This in turn will lead to a feeling of liberation. Within you is a great love, a love that is eternal and therefore will never die. Know that this is a mighty love and it's now time to share it without fear. Have courage. Know what is an opportunity to let love reach all the parts of yourself and all the parts of your journey. Where have you stopped yourself experiencing love? Know that every facet of you is lovable. And for the world to see that, you just need to be willing to believe that it is true. The universe will take care of the rest. I think universe is giving you a chance to give you the setting and the right environment, the right tools. And you just really need to receive, whether this is receiving self-care by your own hands or by others, receiving help from others. Self-care can be, being listened by a community, receiving just healing services by a community, having a friend cook for you and not feel like you have to do something or like you have to give back or something. That's something that's coming through, the letting go of some guilt, trauma imprinted in us around this time that really allows us to open the heart, because it is Leo energy also to be really generous when in balance, but also be this leading energy. To know that you lead the path. I think that's something that's being transmuted for the collective, to maybe tap into the leader more than the follower, when lots of you have been the follower for such a long time. And nothing wrong with that, but we can tap into both, There's got to be a balance, and then go back to the follower when it's appropriate, and then go back to the leader when you're being called to be a leader, and share these things more than anything, because this is about reaching, opening your arms again to receiving love from relations. The Lemurians were very connected. They didn't even need to talk to each other. They communicated through the heart energy, through frequency. So you can name it telepathy or whatever, but that was the deep level of intimacy they had. Yeah, so remembering those things will help you open your heart and open yourself to forgiveness, open yourself to compassion when you are running out of patience, perhaps, even with yourself. Okay? So that's all that's coming through, collective. Thanks for tapping in, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.